Alright, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect. Let's teach the word now, true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, the 18th verse, because pretty much that is the fate of Esau, which today is the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, the devil himself. So let's just read the verse. Obadiah verse 18, it reads, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire." Well, so like a matter of fact, let's jump up. This is Obadiah verse 15. It says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen." See? And this is meant for this time to be read, because this is the time where the judgment is going to be upon it's set upon the earth, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai is visiting the planet earth as we speak, man. You know, when it says upon all the heathen, because this is the climax of the heathen and their rule. See, we in the succession of the kingdoms, which is Esau, Edom. He is the last heathen to rule before the kingdom of heaven is established, man. You know, it said, "As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall be upon thy own head." So the Lord is coming to judge. You know, He's coming to bring forth that recompense, man. He says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have not been." See, meaning what? Pretty much when the smoke clear and dust settle, you know, once World War III, takes place, and Yahweh Shemashah pretty much completely wipes out America. Because that's the reason why this place is even here, man. But pretty much when the smoke and dust settle, these heathen will be captives. They will be into captivity, be subject unto the nation of Israel, man. And it said there's going to be those that have not been, meaning what? That pretty much they're going to be insignificant, man. Because they're going to be subject unto us, man. It says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance." And ultimately it starts with the elect. That's Mount Zion. Read Revelation 14. Beginning with the elect, man. "And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession." See, yeah, so everything is going to be under the, it's going to be Israel's possession. The planet Earth, man, is our inheritance, man. Tells you that we're going to be joint heirs with Yahushua. And what was that? How the heathen, as a possession, man. So that's why when they go back into their lands, they're gonna cultivate their lands, bring forth those certain resources to us, man. They're gonna build up the kingdom, different palaces and different things of that nature. That's what they're gonna be. That's gonna be their use, and everything that comes with that. See, this is the results. This is the results of prophecy. It says, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble." See? "And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau for the Lord have spoken it. See, so meaning what? That was their fate, to be utterly destroyed, man. You know, that was the result. That was part of the results of prophecy. This man being totally destroyed, and that's why he's known as the son of perdition. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means." See, because why these things, we in a height of deception. See, this is a warning from the Apostle Paul, man. You know, we are in the height of deception. Who's the one deceiving? The devil himself, Esau, Edom, man. Because he know if he was ever to be found out, that was going to be the end. Matter of fact, it's going to continue on. It says, "For that day shall not come," which is what? The return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, that day of salvation. It's a process. It's certain things that have to take place before that day happen, man. And we in the midst of them things happening before that great day, man. You know, because it's going to be a series of events that's going to actually lead to that day, man. But it's certain things that got to actually happen, such as the MOTB. You know, they got to take place before that, the deliverance as well as the destruction. You know, it said, "But for that day shall not come, except," see, this is also one of those things, "there come a falling away first," which is us falling away as a nation. You know, us not knowing who we were. You know, was that happened? You know, the process started pretty much during 70 AD when we was fled out of Jerusalem. You know, for the ones that did escape to the western interiors of Africa, some fled into, you know, Europe and parts of Asia as well. But that's part of that what started it off. But us falling off as a people, man, not knowing who we were. It says, "And also, and that man of sin be revealed." Who is that man of sin? Cain. That's why he was so driven by hiding himself. You know, him not being found out, which in the spirit he was Esau, which is now the self-proclaimed so-called white man. It said the son of perdition, see, and that's the key point. Perdition, which is destruction, and really utter destruction, man. Which is, man, this man's going to be destroyed completely, man. See, it's going to be a time where it's going to be, you're just going to hear about an Edomite, you know? But this is this man's fate, and we see, and that destruction is going to come on many levels, man. It's a profession to that as well, you know? Because ultimately, as I read in Obadiah 18 verse, that's the perfection of that. But we in the beginning stages of that. See, we seeing that process that's going to lead to the 18th verse, which this man and his power structure is crumbling. You know, the nations don't see this man as they once did, as this prowess nation. You know, this man that have this great strength. You know, they looking at this man his eye now. You know, they smell blood in the water. This man, his economic structure is falling apart. You know, these are the things that's Salakia that's contributing to his downfall. That's his he's being destructured, you know? But it's going to climax to him actually being destroyed as well, man. So, matter of fact, let's get this in the book of, us like it. Second Ezra. I said this, Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7 said, "Then as I said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? When shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows. See, so the part of the son of the times we're concerning the rise and downfall of kingdoms, man. You know, in the end of the first and the beginning of that follow, which is matter of fact, verse 2 it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. See, so uh, pretty much Esau and Jacob and Esau are the two main characters because these are the two nations that's going to actually have the dominion of the whole planet Earth, not just a region. You know, these two characters are going to actually have dominion over the whole planet Earth, which his blessing was temporal, which we're in the latter end of this blessing. But Jacob's is eternal. That's why Esau is going first. That's why I said the end of the first and the beginning of that follow. You know, it says for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. See, so we seeing the end of his man. The beginning, we seeing really the latter end of this, the end of America. But that destruction is going to continue. See, that destruction is going to continue. It's not like he's going to just fall out of power. He fall to rank 2, or no, he's going to. It tells you in the book of Psalms 18 as well as the book of Samuel, 2 Samuel, the 22nd chapter. He have fallen under our feet. You know, so this devil is not gonna. He's gonna that destruction is gonna continue to. He's ultimately gonna be utterly destroyed. All the way to when the nations go back to their lands. This man is not gonna even go back to his own land. That's why you read in the book of Amos. It tells you that we're gonna possess the remnant of Edom. That's concerning the land of Edom, because that the land of Israel will be expanded by us having the land of Edom in our possession. Because why? It's not gonna be no more Edomites. You know, it's not gonna be no more Edomites. So the land of Israel will have that. So that land will be expanded. You know. But matter of fact, let's just get this in the book of Isaiah 14 verse. I read verse 18. And this is pretty much after the smoke clear and the dust settle. You know, this is actually going after those 1,000 years of that hardcore bondage. You know, after these nations build up the headquarters, which is Jerusalem. You know, the kingdom, pretty much. It says all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. Meaning what? Concerning these nations going back into their own lands. You know? Because they're going back to the, Moab. He was giving his portion. He's going to go back to where, it was his portion. Ammon. They're going to go back to their lands. Ham, their lands. Japheth, their lands. You know? Because those lands gonna have to be cultivated as well. I said lie in glory because there's certain resources in those different lands. They're gonna cultivate, and send to the Israel, man. Because it's gonna be a governed body, that dictatorship under I was shouting that governing body, the 144. But it said they lie in glory, mean where they're gonna go back into their own land, and they got those certain resources they're gonna cultivate for us, pretty much. It said everyone in his own house. It says, but thou, meaning what? Those Edomites, because this is a parable concerning really the Edomites. It talks about the king of Babylon. I think it even mentioned the Assyrians in it. I think that's on down. But You know,